welcome back to my channel. I am Stitching Kiwi. Caitlin. My name's Caitlin. Channel is Stitching Kiwi, and it is also my Instagram tag. But these won't all be posted on Instagram. So I said on Tuesday in my last Flosstube update, normal weekly update, that I would be doing a WIP parade. And today is that day. So I have ironed most of the ones. There are a couple that I haven't, just because it would have been too much of a pain. Or they're freshly new and haven't really got many creases except the folds in the fabric, which will come undone in time. So we have them all rolled up in all their glory. So this is them. Well, that's all but two, so I don't have two on. So what I will do, there will be a number, probably by my cat sign, of what it is, because I have a plan for later on, well, in the new year I have a plan. So to start off with, we have, now these aren't going to be in any particular order because I'm just going to grab them and show. Because, yes, so this is the, so the numbers on the side will be also in the description. We'll have all the information about the projects, the fabric, the thread, the artist, if I can find the artist name, or the company that the kit is from. But this is a new start, pretty much. Falcon. And I haven't done much. So that's all I've done for Falcon. The next one is another newer start, which is the, which way's up? That way's up. Which is what I'm calling Вечера, Dikanьki, because the name is just too long and I can never remember the whole thing. So that's just easy to remember. It is an Owl Forest. That is all I've done. Literally nothing. But like I said, that was a new start. And I'm happy to get as far as I had. There's like 16 colours in it. So 16 colours takes a bit of time. And 16 colours. There's a lot of colours. Might only be 13. My next one, whoopsie. My next one is Owl Forest Embroidery, which I have decided. There was a lot of backwards and forwards of whether to do 3 separate ones, or whether to do them all together, and I've decided to do them all together. So I've done quite a bit of the middle owl. I think all the top is done. There might be a little bit left up in this corner. But the mammoth is cute, whether it's a mammoth or not, I don't care. It's a little baby mammoth. And what else was actually quite fun to stitch? Oh yeah, this down here was actually really fun to stitch. It was frustrating because I didn't like the way the variegation went initially, but I'm quite happy with how it is now. See, that is Ghiperborea. one I started in February, I'm pretty sure. Now for one of the first full coverages, although at the point it is now you wouldn't even guess it was, because I've done like nothing of it. But that up right? Yeah, it's the top. So it is my Kingdom of Books. As you can see, a lot of fabric on either side. It's a big one, and I'm almost sure that I'll put it onto a Q-snap, so it's easy to just grab and do, and I can actually get through it, because this was one that I hope to have done a little bit more of this year. So this was my birthday start in March, and as a result I try to do a little bit each month on it, even if it is just 2 stitches, as was the case in November. But it's definitely a favourite of mine, and who knows, it might be just one I work on my birthday and nothing else. Just, yeah, birthday's quite hard to do. Okay, the next one, which I'm trying to work out how to put on. This is one I started last year, September 1st last year, and the goal was at the time, and I did really well until the end of February, was to work on the one in each of the seasons. So September, spring, summer, and then it fell apart in March because I went to uni in March, and it was a chaotic beginning, and just that whole time of the year was just chaos. So I didn't get very far. I started the border for autumn, so there's spring, summer and autumn. Most of the word autumn's there. This one is special. Up until September 1st last year, I had only ever worked on Aida. If you've seen my finishes, most of them have been Aida. But I've come to just go, if I feel like stitching on linen, I'll stitch on linen. If it's Aida, it's Aida. It's more the pattern. So this was my first linen. It's very stiff linen. There's a couple of, as opposed to the Owl Forest linens. Yeah, the Owl Forest linens, they're really soft, really, I can scrunch it up and it does that, whereas this one, for 4 seasons, it doesn't work very well. So it's easier to iron, but it's a lot harder to work with and such because of the excess. And yes, I started it way too high. I give myself no margins, which is fine. We deal with it as it comes. Which one next? We are still just doing the lucky dip. If you stick around to the end, there's a few that haven't appeared at all so far. Or maybe not at the end, they'll be sprinkled around, because I see one of them in there within reach. So it might be the next one. So this one, which way's up, which way's down? I think this way's down. Yep, we're going with it this way. This is the Owl Forest. Do you see a theme here? I enjoy Owl Forests. They're really nice patterns. I've got a few of them. I'm just wondering how many I'll start this month. And my daily challenges of starts or WIPs. There's a few Owl Forests on there, and I keep rolling starts. So This is Ringing Dragonfly, again not much, but the leaf is pretty much finished. I'm very excited with that, and yeah, so it's on the called for everything. It was an impulse buy and I had to get everything. So there is that one. Absolutely gorgeous. It typically lives on Q-Snap, just so it's ready for me to pick up and do. Come December 26th, I think come Boxing Day I might do it. The next one is even more of a fail than than my seasons, considering I only finished 2 cards out of 3. What's this way? Maybe this way. So I wanted to do a mystery stitch along this year. I gave myself one. One was the only one I was going to do. But then this one turned into not so mystery and not so stitch along. So it's from the Cross Stitch Studios. It's the Wildlife Owl, which I worked out was an owl, and it is a sleeping owl. I think that's what it's called. There we go. That's April. With a lot of gaps, but I am definitely enjoying doing full coverage on gridded fabric. It is nice. It is nice, as well as using Pattern Keeper. And I think that was why they released it all at once. There's that. Obviously there's 1, 2, 3 more. And as always, no margins. I cannot count. There's like so much at this end and then nothing at that end. As is the life, really. As is my life. So that is what I've done. I was going to do some more this month, but gifts have got me busy. So maybe January. If I'm not too busy then. Or stitching busy. Won't be stitching busy. See, I actually... the marks came out pretty well on that one. Well, there's something weird happened. I don't know what it was. But this is all supposed to be yellow. I've no idea what happened there. It's a reaction of some kind. But, I mean, can you see it? You can kind of. But it just looks like a branch. Not a branch, a leaf. I like it. I won't bother to fix it. I'm not restitching it. My next one is another full coverage. Again, it is one that has not made an appearance because I don't know why. It is still on the Q-Snap because I completely forgot about it. So it never got ironed, and that is the top. So we'll put Grogu upright. And it is the Cross Stitch Studios Ginger Cat. Yeah, a ginger cat. Believe me. It might be a lot of pinks and everything, but the ginger cat's coming eventually. I think the last time I worked on this was February or March sometime. It is on Pattern Keeper. I think this is the one where I tried parking. This is definitely the one that I actually tried parking, and I found out I don't like it. I don't like having that thread there when I can just easily put those stitches in, so I go cross country. Never parked. I don't see the appeal of it, to be honest. If I've got a thread of colour, I'm going to use that colour. But yes, very fun to do. I started this one in December last year, towards the end of December. Yeah, so it hasn't been that long. Not long at all. Hasn't even been a year yet. Which for me, and full coverages, that's in its infancy. Maybe I should tell that to myself about the other one. The other one would be really nice to tell that to myself about. Okay. And then we go from... These needle minders are sticking together. We go from one extreme to the next. Now this one has made an appearance on my Flosstube. And it got put in timeout. It has stayed in timeout. It is the Sakura Pagoda by Riolis, I believe. There's numbers up there, info in the description. So, yeah, I unpicked a lot. I'll get back to it in time. Thankfully, I did. So the issue that was that I did full crosses instead of just half. So it won't take too much. It won't take as long to catch up. I just got to get the motivation to do it again. I think I am motivated to do it again. I'm motivated to do all of these things again. I need to work on them. Now I get why people say what they do in WIP parades. It's not like I have many. The number up there is telling me how many. But I work on one project and one project only, really. Which is fine. It works. It manages. My next one is again one that I did not take off and iron because I just flat out couldn't be bothered. Just straight up couldn't be bothered ironing it. But it is the Lanarte mini stitch along. I don't know what it is about this. I really enjoy it. I think it's because when I started it, I broke my arm. So I was already like 3-4 weeks behind. And I guess that demotivated me. Yeah, because I was waiting for the frame. That's the problem. But I want to get that needle minder back. In order to do that, I have to finish this project because I don't change needle minders on a project. I like the consistency. But this is just... It's not even the black. I've done a dark coloured project before. And I loved that one. I finished that. I worked on it in the car. on a road trip. So I don't know what it is with this one. It's bright colours. Very vibrant. It looks like a cat's got to it. Maybe later this month I'll work on it a bit more. I know I did some of it this year. That's it. I think I've done like 2 strands of thread the whole year. But we can do that. Yeah, we are coming towards the end of the ones I'm going to show today. It sounded like rain. It's like it's bright sunny skies outside. Yeah, let's do this one first. So, I don't know if you've heard about this thing. It's called the Cryptids Sound by Witch Stitcher. Yeah, that's this one. Which direction? We'll put it this one direction. Which I will catch up on. It is one that I will definitely catch up on because the things is just so cute and tiny to stitch. But as with everything this month, I'm behind it. So, we have a crypt. We have 7 cryptids and that one. And I'm doing the frame as I go. Obviously, I mean, if I have time, I'll do more of the black. But I got my fabric too late. I think I got it like towards the end of August. So, and I didn't have any 310 either because we were in lockdown. So I just couldn't get any thread. But it's over now. I've got like a stockpile of black. And yes. So my plan, catch up, finish them. and then do something with the eyes. I love the eyes. My favourite so far I have not stitched yet. It is the Yeti that is going here. But the Demon Rabbit, I have to do that one. So, there is that one. Yeah, let's do this one next. I've only got 2 more. So this isn't, it's probably going to be one of the shortest WIP parades in history. But if you've seen any of my videos, they're short to begin with. So this is long by my standards. And the editing involved is quite, or will be quite, will be rather into it. So this is Bothy Threads, Henry VIII. It's always a joy to work on it when I do. I believe that is a Catherine Parr, I think, or not. It's his last wife, one who outlived him. Got a face, got like the bonnet thingy majiggy, but the one above cracks me up. It's kind of creepy with only half the thing stitched, but it's always nice to stitch it. Really fun, really enjoyable. The only issue is, I know this is stitched around the edges. The only issue is I just never have full amount of time to be able to do it. But there are beads that will go on it as well. So it's a very intense project. We have come to the last one. If you're new here and this is your first video of mine, I have probably shown this one in every single video bar 2, except my like the extras that aren't part of the season. That's like perfect size. Maybe I'll keep this backboard for it. So this is my oldest WIP. I began it in November of 2014 in the middle of my final year exams. I put it down for 5 years, 5.5 years. And when I wanted to do it, I did not have it with me. And then I got home and I couldn't find the threads. Yes, that was the that was the problem. At the beginning of this year, it was sitting at 35% completed. We're at 55% now. And just seeing it is it's there. It's so motivated to complete it. I'm working around where my needle minder is, which is a feather. You can kind of see the feather starting to show. But yes, this is definitely my favourite, and I will be relieved and upset when it is done. Which may or may not be by the next WIP parade. No, it won't be by the next WIP parade. Or maybe it will be. It might be by the next WIP parade. But yes. Wolf Pups, my oldest WIP. I had to leave that one till last. It is one that I am doing as part of my 25/7. Once I do it today, it will be day 73. From that 30 It was 38% by the time I actually started, 37% by the time I started, 25.7. But it is my project, and it's one that will be framed. It will be displayed. I will find a way to display it pretty much as soon as it's done, because it won't need any fancy anything. I'll just need to find the right frame for it. But yeah, so that is all of my WIPs. The grand total is, who's been counting? I haven't. As I said before, all the information, the fabric, the thread, the where to get it from, or who's it by, or even the needle minders. I'll try to see if I can see where I got the needle minders from. I know I got them off of Etsy, but well, not all of them's on Etsy. Most of them are on Etsy. But this is my project, my WIP parade. All of my WIPs that are not gifts have been in here, and hopefully by the next one they won't all be there. I will hopefully have finished some. So until my next video, or if you only watch my WIP parades, until my next WIP parade, have fun stitching, work on your WIPs, do all the starts, do whatever. Currently this month it is all the starts. So had I done this later in the day, I would have had another WIP to show, but I haven't worked on that one yet because there is time to do it and I don't have to rush to do it now. So leave your comments, any questions down below, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!